So today we will discuss topic number 5, reflex action. Definition: reflex action is an automatic, immediate, involuntary. Immediate means quick, involuntary. Involuntary means without our will, fixed response to an environmental change or stimulus. So an action which is carried out at once without the intervention. Intervention means involvement of the will. Without the involvement of the will of an animal is called reflex action. So reflex action are quick and automatic. So this is the second definition. The second definition means that our will or choices do not involve any response to a particular stimuli. Such a response is called, such quick and immediate response is called uh, reflex action, the mechanism. Example of reflex action: withdrawal of hand after touching a hard object, knee jerk when it is hit with the hard object, blinking of eyes when something is coming towards our face, sneezing, and coughing. Mechanism or procedure of reflex action and reflex arc. Reflex action is performed through very easy and short and simplified pathway. Generally, brain is not involved in the reflex action. It is performed by the connection of the three neurons, making an arc called reflex arc. So the motor neuron, the sensory neuron, and associative neuron of the spinal cord form a cumulative structure. This cumulative structure is called reflex arc. This action starts when a sensory neuron present in a receptor which takes the impulse to the spinal cord, where an associative neuron shifts the impulse means sensation or message, to motor neuron. So the decision or the information delivered to the motor neuron which take the impulse to the effectors. The mechanism of reflex action, reflex arc, can be explained by the following example. This is the example and summary of this is the summary of the overall process of reflex action. Receptor receives the stimuli, then the stimuli delivered to the sensory neuron carry the impulses to the associative neuron, the spinal cord. The spinal cord analyze the impulse and then deliver the information or decision to the motor neuron. The motor neuron carry the information to effectors, so the effector give response. The diagram explain the whole process of reflex action. This is the spinal nerves, and this is the dorsal root, the white matter, and this is the whole structure of spinal cord. The sensory neuron carry the message to the spinal cord, and then the spinal cord then prepare the response, and the response is delivered through ventral root, and then the spinal nerves carry the information to effectors, and then the effector give response. This whole structure is called reflex arc. Reflex arc. So the spinal cord consists of two parts. The outer part is white, and it is called the white matter, and the inner part is gray in color, so it is called the gray matter. This is the gray matter. So the gray matter, the interneuron are present in the gray matter, so the information carried to the interneuron. The interneuron then prepare the response delivered to the motor neuron, and then the whole process of reflex action occur. Example: a girl is sewing shirt with a needle. Suddenly the needle is pricked or touched to her finger. She at once retracts me withdrawing of hands. So she retracts her hands. Here, prickling of the needles, touching of the needles is a stimulus, and retraction, withdrawing of hand is a reflex action. When the needle pricks the finger, the receptors, special types of sensory neurons present in the skin, take this impulse to the spinal cord. There an associative neuron plug this stimulus to motor neuron. Motor neuron at once bring the signal to the muscle of the hand to retract. Hence the hand is pulled away through the pain of prickling is felt after retraction of hand. So associative neuron then delivers the stimulus or information to the motor neuron. The motor neuron then carry the signal to the muscles. The muscle then contract, and the hand is pulled away. So after this pulling up hand, the pain prickling is felt in the brain. Because we feel pain when the message is sent to the brain. This is why we can say that reflex action are important for survival, as they help to protect us without our will or wish. So all the stimuli in reflex action are harsh. When the process is delayed, so it can harm our receptor. So therefore, first the automatic and quick response performed by the spinal cord, and then finally we feel the pain. This pain is basically feel in the brain, and the feeling then occur later, and the reflex action perform first. First the reflex action perform, and then after we feel the harshness or the pain of the particular stimuli. So this is all about reflex action. So now voluntary action are under the control of will of animal in involuntary action choice is made. Voluntary action are governed by the cerebrum of the brain. So all the actions which are under our control or will, such actions are called voluntary action, and voluntary actions controlled by the cerebrum of the brain. For example, voluntary action are walking, running, and singing. Involuntary action are not under the control of will of animal. Will of animal. So they are performed automatically. They are unconscious actions and are without the awareness of the body. So unconscious means that we are unaware. So unawareness is called unconscious action, and without the awareness of the body. So those actions which are not under our control, such actions are called involuntary actions, and mainly involuntary actions performed by the spinal cord. Example of involuntary actions are heartbeat, peristalsis, secretion of the pancreatic juice. Peristalsis means vomiting. So vomiting is the example of involuntary actions. So this is all about the reflex action, voluntary and involuntary actions. So if you have any question, commit me, I will give answer. Thank you.